Nice work. Couple more seconds here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Catch your breath here. That step really gets that heart rate going. Dumbbells are up in 3, 2, and 1. And that squat. Nice and slow here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Going back to that step. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg up. Nice work, you guys. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna go back into that squat. Catch your breath. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. We're squatting. Sitting back in that imaginary chair. Chest is proud, looking straight ahead. Really focusing on those glutes and on those quads. As you come up and squeeze. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to that step. Nice big deep breath here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. Happy Friday, right? Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one here. Bringing those dumbbells up. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. We're squatting. Squeeze, looking straight ahead, you guys. If you're looking down, it's just going to make it harder to breathe. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We are resting here. Okay, that wraps up our first 4-minute block. We're on to our next one. We're going to do some single leg deadlifts here. So all we're going to do is right and left. So we're going to stay on that right side, and then we're going to go to that left side. So you're going to take one dumbbell, okay? All we're going to do is we're going to bring the leg back that our dumbbell is on for that single leg deadlift. We're going to stay on that right side for 20 seconds, and then we're just going to switch to that left side. And don't fall over like I just did. We're going to go to that left side for 20 seconds. Nice and slow on these, okay? Catch your breath. We have 15 seconds, and we're going to start on that right. All right. This is by far the hardest exercise for me. So here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Right side, nice and slow here. Keep that balance. Really engaging that glute here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Switching that dumbbell hand too. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I think the less I think about these, the better I do. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I like to hear if you guys have any struggles with this exercise or if it's just me. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. It's like, I don't know, it's just like a balance thing. Sometimes I think that people who have longer legs have a harder time with exercises like this and like single leg squats. It's just one of those things, how your body is positioned. So I'm just going to blame that. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Because I have no idea how I could possibly have like a weak glute, but who knows? All right, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1, switching sides. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1, switching sides here. Three, 2, and 1. Nice work. Couple more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. All right, we got a little break here. We are done with our second 4-minute block. Grab a drink of water. We're going to go into our next block. It's going to be 2 more exercises. We're going to have a sumo squat and then a hip thruster. I'm going to use a kettlebell today for my sumo squat, just because I can go a little bit heavier with it. My toes are pointed out, chest is proud. I'm just going to come down and squeeze at the top for that sumo squat. And then those hip thrusters, we're going to go down to our step here. And all we're going to do is put our shoulders on that step. And then we're going to go in to that hip thruster. Okay, so it's going to be that quick transition. Have those dumbbells ready to go. We're going to get exercise just from getting up and down off the floor today. All right, guys, we're going in 5 seconds. Let's get ready. It's going to be that sumo squat first. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. On the way down, squeezing at the top, really engaging those glutes. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Down to that step. Get ready. Be quick. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Hip thrusters. We're squeezing. When you get to the top, you squeeze. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Back up on your feet. We're going right into that sumo squat. Toes are pointed out in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Keep going. A couple more seconds here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Down to that mat. We're going to grab that dumbbell. Hip thrusters. 3, 2, and 1. We're squeezing. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Back up to your feet here. So my kettlebell is 40 pounds. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I tell you guys that because I want to make sure that you guys are lifting. You're starting to lift heavier here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're back down to that step. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Back to your feet. Grab that dumbbell, that kettlebell, whatever you're using. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Sumo squat. I really do love kettlebells. I don't know if you guys have any, but if you do, let me know because I could put together a really good kettlebell class. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Those hip thrusters. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Grab a drink of water. We're going to go into our next little block here. This one we are going to be using our step. We're going to go into a Bulgarian split squat. We're going to have our foot elevated on the step. So I'm going to grab my two 20-pound dumbbells. And all we're going to do is we're going to go put that right foot up and we're going to go straight down into that Bulgarian split squat, elevated foot. And then we're just going to switch sides. We are going to feel that burn today, you guys. It is going to get pretty tiring towards the end, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, right? All right, let's get ready. We're going to start with our right foot behind us, up on that step. We're going in 15 seconds. All right, let's get ready. Put that foot up. Make sure that knee does not go over that toe. Make sure those feet are lined up properly. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Standing nice and tall here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch sides. Get set up. That left foot comes back on that step in 3, 2, and 1. If you feel any tension in your knee, push that right foot out forward just a little bit. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes back again. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. You should feel this in your quad and in your glute. on the leg that is in the front mostly. So if you feel it in your knee in the front, just push that foot forward. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Because if your foot is too close to your step on that front leg, it's going to feel more in your knee. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Come on, hang in there. I know it is getting tough. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Hope you guys are feeling this because I know I am. If you're not, grab some heavier weights. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Chest is proud. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. How we doing? Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I wanted to make sure that you guys thought about me this weekend, so I figured I'd make your booties so a little bit sore. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Last one, you guys. Foot comes up, left foot. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. We have a 1-minute little break here. Grab a drink of water. I'm gonna go through our next 2 exercises. We have 2 blocks left. Okay, this next one, we're gonna be doing a wall sit. So find your favorite wall. We're sitting for 20 seconds. And then in that transition, we're gonna go down to our mat and we're gonna go into some bicycles. So shoulders are up off the mat. My hands are nice and loose against my head. And I'm just gonna go opposite arm, opposite knee. So opposite elbow, opposite knee. Okay, nice and slow. As slow as you can go for 20 seconds, okay? Those are our 2. We're gonna go about 15 seconds. Catch your breath. Let's get ready. We wanna make sure that we're really feeling this in our legs. And we will. All right, you guys. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to add a little bit more of a challenge, you can always hang on to a dumbbell here as you're doing this wall set. Just in case you guys wanted to get, crazy. I mean, I would be very proud of you. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I personally am not going to do that today because I got to talk. All right. Down to the mat. Elbows, shoulders off the ground. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. As slow as you can go. Like slow motion here. A lot of people rush through bicycles, and honestly, the slower you go, the better. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to your feet. Back to your wall. I guess I will hang on to a dumbbell. Why not? Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I'll do it for you guys. Maybe if I do it, you'll do it. And if you don't have a dumbbell, maybe you should just grab one because now we're all doing it. Fear of missing out. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Back to your mat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Low. Nice work, you guys. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to the wall. Don't forget your dumbbell. You forgot it. You still have time. All right, you guys, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. 10 more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. Back to that mat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to your wall. Grab that dumbbell. I like how in the beginning it was optional. I was like, oh, it's not, if you want to grab your dumbbell, it's fine. I'm not going to. And then, now it's like, yeah, now you have to do it because I'm doing it. That's how my brain works. Like if I have to do this, you're doing it. All right, you guys, bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. See how fast that went because I was talking to you guys. All right, last one. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay. Here's the deal. We have one more block. You're going to grab 2 heavier weights and put them by your step, away from your step. Clear the area in the front of your step. We're going to do burpees on the step. So burpees on the step are not as bad as regular burpees, okay? Because you have it elevated. So we're going to put our hands on this step. We're going to bring it back. And then we're just going to come up. If you want to add a jump, you can, okay? If you don't want to go all the way back like that, you could just put your feet back one at a time, bring them up, and then stand, all right? The next one's going to be a step up with a glute kickback. So you're going to grab your medium to heavy weights. We're going to step up. We're going to kick back, alternating those legs. And you're going to feel that in your booty, in your glutes, okay? That's our 2 exercises. We're going to start with those burpees. Just try them. Trust me, they're not as bad. All right, guys, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. You got this. Come on. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Grab those 2 medium to heavyweight dumbbells. We're going to go into those glute kickbacks. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Alternating legs. Keep that back leg nice and straight. And you're kicking out to the back, slightly to the side, just to kind of hit that glute. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to get out of breath doing this. Okay. Burpee. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. This is my first workout in a few days. I was kind of under the weather this week. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I definitely feel it. All right, you guys, step ups. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I watch my granddaughters a few times a week. I feel like I just catch all the germs. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, back to those burpees. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I am going to add that little jump in the middle just to get my heart rate up. Remember, the higher your heart rate, the more calories you're going to burn. All right. Back to those glute kickbacks. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to those burpees. Whew. All right, you guys, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to those glute kickbacks. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We are done. I didn't even tell you when the last one was. See? And you were just thinking, oh, I got to do another one. All right, let's catch our breath. I'm going to catch my breath. Whew, okay. Bring that right arm across your body. Nice work, you guys. 6 blocks, 4 minutes each. Went through a ton of glute and quad, hamstring, all kinds of stuff here. That might have been one of the tougher workouts that I think we've put together, but it could be just because I was kind of under the weather this week. Bring those arms back. But you can let me know what you thought. You thought it was challenging. All right, let's put that foot up on your step. We're going to hinge at the hip here. We're just going to kind of bend a little bit in that knee, that soft knee on that supporting leg. And we're going to stretch that right side hamstring. That toe is dorsiflexed or pointed up to the ceiling. And let's switch legs. All right, let's climb to the wall here. We're going to grab your left foot. You're going to point that knee down to the ground here. I might do some recordings on Monday. If you guys are available, let me know. Getting geared up for our next little phase here, our phase 3, our challenge. Gonna be all total body stuff again. Really excited about it. Hopefully you guys are too. And then we have a summer thing going on that I can't wait to tell you about, but I'm not gonna tell you yet. But you're gonna love it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead. Let's bring it down to our mat. We're gonna bring that right leg up. And then kind of bring it across your body. I will say that in the summer, we're gonna have a mixture of things. And it is going to be on YouTube live. So that is my next big move. Will be easy for you guys to find it for sure. And I'm probably gonna make it public so you guys can tell people about it. But I will keep you guys posted. Kind of a new step for me. This challenge has definitely evolved. Let's go ahead and bring that other leg up and over. All right, you guys, come on up. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning with our Strength Tabata class. And hopefully you guys had a great workout. Have a good weekend. And let me know what you thought. So you thought it was challenging? I don't know. I thought it was. I'm sure I'll be feeling it later. So have a great day, you guys.